This is the Big O Show. 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 This.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
The lost city of Atlantis reveals its secrets at Toyota of Hollywood. Get legendary deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a 2024 Corolla. Not 24,000, 20,988. Unlock the wonders of 0% financing for 5 full years, 0 down. Rediscover Atlantis at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. with next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices. Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649. or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
There's just one place to celebrate our happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Plus last chance savings on a 2024 RDX. $379 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines.
The viewpoints, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
All righty. Welcome aboard. Yes, sir. It is Wednesday, and we're here at Hialeah Park. Yes, sir. How you feeling, Sean? Not feeling half as good as I am right now. Not about the election, but the reason what happened after the election. That's all I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Woo! 75,857. Pushing 76. Damn, Sean, weren't you with me when we were talking about it when it was 16,000? Now it's 76,000. Isn't that like a $60,000 difference? Okay. We're the naysayers. Oh, man. That was crazy, brother. That was crazy. That was crazy last night. I didn't see it coming. Okay. I got to admit, as you all know, I thought Harris would win. I thought Harris would win because the rhetoric from Trump, I thought would turn off people. But I learned something yesterday. And the good thing is that life, as it changes, you learn and you adjust. And one of the things that I learned is that the general public didn't care what Trump was talking about ever. His crazy talk, it meant nothing to them. You know what meant to them? Change. And it didn't matter what it was. A friend of mine said to me, the best thing about the election was that it was like, what was the word I just used before? That the election, how they wanted it was undeniable. Let's put it that way. It was like landslide, undeniable, whatever it was. You wanted something either one way or the other for either candidate. You know why? The country spoke. And whether you like it or not, what are we going to do? It is what it is. You should have known what was coming once Jim Cramer said what he said, because inverse Cramer is 100%, dude. But it was a night where the country sent a message to one party, and a decisive win. That's it, decisive. That's it, George. It's the best part about it. It was a decisive win. You needed Harris to win decisive. You needed Trump to win decisive because the country spoke. It's over, bro. And to me, it wasn't so much that they wanted Trump. We have the Trumpies. Yeah, all that. But I don't think it's that people wanted Trump. I think people didn't want Biden and didn't want her because she's attached to Biden. And if I want to get a little deeper into politics, Biden was always a guy that was kind of in the middle, but he went to the left and he went too far left, and she's also progressive. So people saw that. They saw their pocketbooks. They saw their savings. I told you guys a couple of weeks back, didn't I say that people are going to vote with their pocketbooks? That's what they did. That's what they did. Both are going to be a disaster. Both are going to print like crazy. Trump is going to print like crazy. He printed $8 trillion the last time. He will print a lot more. That's why I keep telling you for 5 years now. Okay? Protect yourself from the Democrats. Protect yourself from the Republicans, because they're all going to print. So it's going to be his turn again to print. You understand? So it doesn't matter. Now, for businesses, for regulation, for crypto, all of that, it gets better because she did not open herself up to that. And throughout her campaign, she was not as open about crypto as he was. It's the country spoke, and they spoke loudly. Okay? And that's it. And whether you like it or you don't, whatever it is, I feel bad for you if you don't like it, because it is. I know that it's a really screwed up decision for this country, but it shows you how bad we have been cheated as Americans in the last 3 presidential elections, with Hillary and Trump, with Biden and Trump, and Harris and Trump. Terrible candidates all the way around. Nobody, all these people helped bury you in the process. They haven't helped you. And so we just added an extension to what's gone on, and especially the last 2 administrations that have printed $16 trillion. So, it sucks. But this is what we have to live with, And if you planned accordingly, and by the way, it's still not too late, you will at least be able to defend yourself from what's coming. But it's not like on this show we did not warn you ahead of time over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. And so, what can I tell you? It is what it is. The country spoke. Now we move on and we try to survive. Okay. So love y'all, but we just got to adjust. My phone doesn't work with these glasses. Want to see? I got to check the latest and see if we've hit 76 here, because it says 857 the last time I checked here. So 76,000 would be nice. Would be nice. We'll be at 100 easily by the end of the year, as predicted on the show, as we told you on the show that it would happen. Oh man, thank you. Appreciate you, Ty in the Bronx. Thank you for the super chat already, man. Quick in there. Thank you. All right. By the way, as Bitcoin pumps now, we are going to then get the altcoin pump too. So if there's certain altcoins you like and you like investing in them, take advantage and hit it now while it's still at a low average. You know what I'm saying? Because the altcoin rally is coming. And if you've hung in there, as I've, talked about it for many years, that's why you take advantage of the dips and you wait patiently and you try to lower your average every single time. Like Hedera hash graph, it went into the 4-cent range. I took advantage of it. It was just one of those where I had to, that's exactly where I wanted to lower it. And Hedera went in that area a couple of days ago, and I took advantage. I think it went back up to 5 cents. No, so it got out of that zone. But yeah, so I took advantage. So things like that, little things like that, are things that you try to take advantage of if you've invested. And all of you, by the way, congratulations. Those of you that have been in it for 4 years and you've been in an entire cycle, you have taken advantage. You have been able to DCA throughout. You have lowered your overall cost, and now you are going to benefit from it, because the bull run already started, but it starts to heat up more and more as the winter goes on. And so now we got across the election, which always gets a boost. Post-election comes a sick boost. Then we have the December pump, which is just sick, into the new year. This is why, and get ready. You're just going to see your crypto wallets just be green every day. Every day you're going to see your Avalanche, pump, or Polygon, or your what's it called? Hedera, like I was just, talking, Polkadot, that I love, all kinds. You're going to see them pump. 75,959. We're about to hit 76, an all-time high, dog. Okay, 76. Yes, 76,000. We just hit it. Woo! It went back down to 75,986. Love it. I don't know if my man is watching. Is Dougie Fresh here? Is he watching? Dougie Fresh? So Dougie Fresh and Victoria gave me this shirt 4+ years ago, I want to say. Something like that, 4 years ago. And at that time, obviously, I weighed a lot more. It was like I was in the 280s, I think, at that time. And so I told him, because this is an extra large. And so I told him, well, when I lose the weight, I will wear it. And I have lost the weight, but every time I forget to go, go find the shirt, because this is the first time I wear this Culture Club shirt. I I've never had a Culture Club shirt, okay? So, what do you want me to do? But anyway, so in joking, he gave me a Culture Club shirt at extra large. So he said, so when I look sexy, I can, put on my Culture Club shirt. So I'm a man of my word. I told you I would wear it when I lost the weight. So I lost the weight. My cardiologist, by the way, was very happy yesterday. He was like, you were at 270. You're at 238 right now. Really, it's like 236 because, I had shoes on and jeans and little food in my stomach and stuff. So a little cheating there, okay? I'm a little lighter than that. Still fat, but, when you're in the high 280s and you're now around 236, so, I could get a little applause, right? Just a little bit, just a little bit. So I promised him that I would wear the shirt when I slimmed down, and there it is. First ever. I've never had a Culture Club shirt. I've never worn a Culture Club shirt. I would never buy a Culture Club shirt. But for Dougie and Victoria, the love and support that they have shown me on this show over the years is second to none. A little story for those of you that don't know. So Victoria runs this bar in Pensacola, okay? And when I was in the Senior Bowl one of the years, they told me, hey, swing by. So I swung by. When I swung by and I sat down, they had a bottle of Fiji for me, okay, right away. So I'm at the bar and they're giving me a bottle of Fiji. That's the kind of people that they are. And I have a Rush Rush lunchbox that they provided. It's in the studio. And then I have the Devo. He wants the Devo mask back now that he needs it for future pandemics, and the Devo hat. And I have a Devo shirt also that they also sent me. And so this one was all in fun. So if I lost the weight, that I would wear a Culture Club shirt. So there you go. So how am I styling the Culture Club shirt? Am I styling a Culture Club shirt? Does it look like I can style a Culture Club shirt? Yeah, the markets are amazing, right? It was at 1,300 the last time I checked. Is it still around there? Where is it at 1,500 right now? Holy shit, the market is up 1,500. Oh man, people they spoke, bro. The rich are going to get richer. So those are the people that are going to really benefit. The average person is not, the middle class is going to get wiped out. We're all going to get wiped out. Either way, we're going to get wiped out with either side. But hey, it's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. It is what it is. What do we have here? NorCal is number one. It says home of the Finlaws, Grove Crew, Swin City, Slough Pod, Fins for Life, Jonathan Kago, Captain Saki, Robert T, Gary Gensler, you're fired. Yeah. I answered you there. Gensler fired. Warren, Yellen. Oh my God, we get rid of those useless turds. Thank the Lord, Jesus. Dougie Fresh, there he is. Big O, can I borrow back that Devo mask I gave Bill a few years ago? I'm speaking at a renewable energy conference in the Panhandle of Florida on Friday. I may be spit on. I need a Dairy Queen hot dog. Oscar Rojas is in. Ray Sosa, Gus, One-Eyed Jack, Luis Medina. Luis, I got you, bro. Notare, Luis Medina, the original, he says. Rosendo, Brian Radke, Chris Johnson, Dolphin. Afternoon from a little muggy Charlotte, North Carolina. Uber Beaner, Trump. Let's go, America. Let's see. Murphy. Big O, even though you hate Trump because you're irrational, he's going to make you a lot of money. They were going to both make me a lot of money. They were both going to, not a lot of money. I wish it was a lot of money. It would be at least some money so I can pay some bills. If I had big money, then I could retire. But yeah, at least I'll be able to pay some bills. But the bottom line is both of them would have taken care of anybody that invested in Bitcoin because both of them are going to print irrationally. You know what I'm saying? So Uberbiner printing $8 trillion his last go around is rationally? Is that rational? Devaluing our currency by a record-breaking $8 trillion. Nobody's ever done that. Trump printed a quarter of our total deficit. Is that irrational or not? Dude, you don't want to get in this discussion with me. You just don't. You're going to lose and lose badly because you're a cheerleader. Because you don't know shit, bro. That's why. You're a fucking cheerleader. That's what you are, bro. You have no facts, no nothing. The guy released all the restrictions on banks. Then we had banks collapsing a couple of years later. All the damage that they do is after they leave the office. It's not while they're there. But people like you don't know anything. You're just cheerleaders. Yeah, he's going to make me some money, but he was going to make, so was the other one. Now, the other one would have taxed me more. No doubt about that. But I'm not happy about the direction of the country for either way. I don't like Harris. I never liked Biden. I ripped him for 4 years, and I don't like Trump. The good thing is, by Trump winning, the Republicans are pro-Bitcoin. Trump's an idiot. He was pushing Uberbiner. He was pushing the dollar 6 months ago. And then his sons and everybody else convinced him about Bitcoin. The idiot thought the dollar was the way to go. Those of us that are smart, we've been on Bitcoin for a while, and we understand it way before Donald Trump ever understood it. He probably still doesn't understand. He's just grifting, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. Look, I don't lie to myself about what Harris and the Democrats are. I don't lie to myself about what Trump and the Republicans are. You can lie to yourself because you're a cheerleader, but not me, dude. I'm an American. So I'm going to do what's best for Americans. And I'm going to be honest to all of you out there, left or right, and tell you what's wrong with each side of the party. And that's it. Look, man, Americans were tired of watching you give money to refugees that are coming in, and people are homeless, kids are starving, schools don't have enough. People are pissed. They watch you send billions, and I understand the cause for it. But it's the optics of it all. You're sending billions to a country, and meanwhile, your country's going to shambles. People, it's optics. Optics cost them. That's just the way it is. And so whether you're a Dem, you don't want to, I've had some people unfollow me today because of their Dems and their hardcore Dems. And it's not that I'm praising one side or the other. I'm just telling you what's wrong with both sides. Because I'm not a fan of either side. I'm not a cheerleader like you, Uberbiner. I'm actually not an uninformed, unintelligent cheerleader like you, Uberbiner. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have no response to printing 8 trillion. You'll go right over it. You'll leave it alone because there's no response to it. You have no defense because there is no defense. There's no defense to the amount of money that Trump and Biden printed in the last 8 years. No defense. But you can be a cheerleader if you want, a Democratic cheerleader or a Republican cheerleader. You're both wrong, and you sound... I had a guy on Twitter today tell me that money printing is not bad. It's good for the economy. It saved us in 1928, he said. Like, I didn't even bother. Like, you don't bother... Yeah, you don't even bother to answer people like that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're into money printing, Uberbiner, since you are, you got your president for it, bro. You got your record-breaking president. In fact, he'll set a new record this time around and break his last record. And if Biden broke his, because we don't know his final numbers yet, because it's going to be right around Trump. 7, 8, maybe even 9. Trump will then beat that. But hey, man, stay a fan of printing money. Rosendo, Chris Johnson, Brett Dodger. Let's see, George Albanese, True Fin Fan. He not only won the electoral, won the popular. The public only cared about economy, cost of living. America spoke and spoke loudly. That's it, bro. And respect it. That's it. You don't like it? Too bad. Respect it. Protect yourself. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Protect yourself. Vote for the Big O Radio Show by remembering to smash the like button and ring the subscribe bell. Let it play. Thank you, Jay. Protect yourself. Remember, you can support our program by making a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. You know that little thing that just keeps rising and rising and rising, and it's holding now at 76,000 and rising. Let's see. Chris Johnson in Cali. COVID had a lot to do with those big money bills. Yeah, bro. Yeah, all of that. All that. And the shutdown, and people lost their businesses and they lost their careers. And that lingers into this election because it's the same policies and all that kind of stuff, dude. It's just a lot of things. America spoke, bro. That's it. And Trump wins because really they said it didn't really matter who the Republican was going to be. You were going to win because they just wanted change. Like I said on Twitter, you want to know who I think could win? Easily, Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania. But this is not the time for a Jewish governor to try to run for presidency. And by the way, many of you told me on Twitter yesterday, oh, I didn't vote for Harris because she didn't pick Shapiro. I didn't like Waltz. Guess what? Blessing for Shapiro. Now he's not tied to Harris. He's away from all that mess, Harris and Biden. Now Trump goes for 4 years, right? And I'm sure he'll create a mess. And then Shapiro can run on his own in 2028, stand on his own, and be the best candidate in the country. Because in my eyes, Josh Shapiro is the most complete politician we have right now to run for presidency. But while what's going on in the Middle East, yeah, it's not a good time for Shapiro at this moment. 4 years from now, in 2028, when people will be looking for a fresh start and a fresh face and a guy that's really got it all together, he's really more in the middle, actually, as a Democrat. He's not really on the far left or any of that. And he has a lot of right values, actually, because he's actually like a Bitcoiner too at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah, this guy, I think, has the chance. But that's something that the problem is the last 12 years, we've had terrible candidates on both sides. I think Shapiro would be the one guy. That's the one guy that I would look at and say, got a little potential there for 2028. And he got lucky. He didn't get tied to Harris. Staying away from Harris, best thing for him. Best thing for him. So, anyway, off work. So I have Big O on the big screen. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Chase 1, Anthony B. H-bar is my number one holding, then Doge. Wow, really? Okay. I love H-bar, but all number one holdings should be Bitcoin. And nothing else. There's no second. There's no third. There's no fourth. There's no fifth. Number one in every portfolio should be Bitcoin. Number 2 should be Ethereum. You want HBAR 3? Okay. You want to put an altcoin at 3? Fine. Portfolios, if you tell me your number 1 isn't Bitcoin and number 2 isn't Ethereum, I would tell you you're not maximizing your portfolio. and you're not also protecting yourself with the best assets in crypto. I love HBAR. Love HBAR. Just bought some more. Love HBAR. Don't get me wrong. I think the hash graph is going to really succeed. The feds are going to be on it. So, I get it. But I'm just telling you, because I've been very consistent on this. All portfolios, please, Bitcoin and Ethereum, please, please, please. That is your Apple, that is your Tesla, that is your Amazon, that is your Microsoft stock. That's your big seven. That's what Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana have become, by the way. I think Solana is also, there. For me, that's kind of also, I've accumulated the Solana too over time. Let's see. What else do we have? Dolphin 13, Chase 1, Alexis Valenzuela, Anthony B. Yeah, no, Trump is free now. He's going to get all those charges dropped now. George Alexander, he needed to get elected. Let's see. Anthony Castro, Brandon Meadows. Too many people fight each other, unfriend over the stupidity of politics. I stay away from these combos because I don't do the insult game. Yeah. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. Exactly. Before you follow Democrats and Republicans. There you go. Let's see. The printing is obviously not good and unsustainable, but not the number one reason. Yes, it is the number one reason for inflation. The number one reason is that you can't print 30 trillion in the last 4 presidents and flood the streets with 30 trillion more. That's why it devalues. That's why your candy bar that used to cost 50 cents now costs $1.25. It's not that the candy is worth more, and it's not that your house that used to be worth 500 is worth 750. It's not that the property value went up. It's that your money was devalued, and they throw more and more into the streets. That's what they've done in third world countries. That's why El Salvador's money was all over in the streets. That happens all over this world now. With a lot of these countries that their money's becoming useless because they keep printing and printing and printing. We're doing the same thing. This presidential run will lead us into hyperinflation. Didn't matter who it was going to be, Trump or Harris. We're in a debt-ridden society. In order to run it, they have to run more debt and print more. So they're going to print 10 trillion more. That is the dumbest thing in the world to think that that's our number one problem with our economy. Number one problem. You cannot catch up. As you keep printing, you keep putting in the debt. And do you know how much we pay? Like, I think it's like it's somewhere in the neighborhood of like $1 trillion in just interest every couple of months. Just interest on our debt. And guess who's paying that? Our kids. So all of that money that George Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden printed, all our kids are going to have to carry all that debt, that extra $30 trillion. So, and it's going to be worse because then now Trump will print 10 trillion more. So we're already at 36 trillion. It'll easily be 46 to 48 trillion by the time he gets out of office. Who pays for that? All our kids. Our kids and our kids' kids. They have to pay for all of that. It's terrible, dude. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. I saw footage from the recent Morrissey concert in Dallas. It was shut down. You saw it due to the fans rushing the stage? Dumbass people on why we can't have nice things. This has been a thing for Morrissey his entire career since he was with the Smiths. They want to rush the stage and hug him and touch him, and he's pretty cool about it, actually. As much as Morrissey looks like a complete dick a lot of times, right? He comes off it in interviews and all that, very standoffish and very like an asshole sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But there's this thing about him that people just want to touch. And I've been to so many of his concerts, and the amazing part is it's like they're all hypnotized because it's male, it's female, it's young, it's middle-aged, it's old. I saw a woman that was easily in her 60s in Las Vegas. And I went to 3 of his concerts in Las Vegas in the Coliseum. Okay? And I put the over and under with my wife and my daughter. I go, I'm going to count, and it went, I think, over 50 during those three concerts. And I told them, yeah, it'll go over 40 easily. It went over 50. Okay? And I saw a woman who was like in her 60s climb up on stage. And you know, Sean, she was so old, the poor woman, it was a challenge for her just to climb up to the stage. And she was so slow to climb up to the stage that the security guard was there waiting for her already. Whereas these people, they climb up and run to him. You know what I mean? They try to beat the roadie that's on the side of the stage, because they're on the outside of the stage. They're coming up from the stage and running to him, or right from in front of him or whatever, and they jump up. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. She gets up and like he grabs her and he just guides her to. And I felt terrible for her because I was like, dude, she's in her 60s. Everyone else has touched the guy. Let her go over there and have 1 second with Morrissey. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I've never seen that. Never seen that. I've seen women get up on stage to go grab a lead singer. That happens all the time, dude. Yeah, one woman here, there, random, whatever. I've never seen this with an artist, that it's men, women, old, young, middle-aged, whatever age, and they all want to touch him, dude. It's like, I have no idea. It reminds me of, I'm going to go like off the beaten path here. They put on the mask. There's a little thing that was in the back of the mask. It's Halloween 3. And then the tune comes out on the television, 8 more days for Halloween, Silver Shamrock. And then it hypnotizes them. Remember that? Terrible. That was the only Halloween that was like, what did that have to do with the original theme of Halloween? So that's what it reminds me of. These people have like something, and they are like zombie, like, I've got to touch him. Yeah. Yeah, it's an odd thing, the love that Morrissey has with his fans. We're about to, we did cross 76 now. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Let's see. No, it's not yet. It's not a 77K yet. I mean, you could see it in some places, but that's not the real number. We just got over 70, just barely over 76 is what we've done so far. Nothing over, not even close yet. Not even a 76 and a half yet. Big O, the doctors worked. The nurse missed my vein placed in my bicep and shattered it with the anesthesia to leak in my bicep. Ew. That sounds nasty, bro. Alex Brown says, I'm asking for informative purposes. What do we do to stop inflation and Alex, I don't think I'm not an economist, but I don't think there's any stopping this train anymore. What's happened with the last 4 presidents has taken it completely out of whack. So I don't think do me a favor, pull up on the website there, World Debt Clock, and it'll come up, and then let's show it to my man here, Alex Brown. And I'm going to show you something. You can look it up yourself. It's like World Debt Clock, pretty much. Let me see. Yep, that's it right there. That's it. Pull that one up. So this is a clock that is currently running right now to show you our debt. Okay? We are paying more and more debt just in our interest on our debt. We're not even approaching our debt. We're just paying the interest on our debt. We can't even pay our debt. We put it this way. Let me explain something to you, Alex. Because what was this other fool that doesn't know shit about shit? Um, Uber Beaner. Okay, they collect the taxes every month from us. All the taxes collected from everything. 63% of that money collected goes just to pay for the interest on our debt. That's before schools and teachers and firemen and police and our military and our streets and Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security and all that stuff. So after they've collected all of our taxes, all that money, 63% of it goes directly to pay our interest on our debt. Not our debt, just the interest. 63% of it. The rest is left to pay for everything else. And then what do we have to do to pay everything else after that? Print. There's no way we can produce it, bro. There's no way any of them can produce it. Look at USA, look at China, look at Japan, look at Germany. I've been telling you that. I get it, dude. I'm a sports guy, so why would I know anything? And I'm an idiot and all that kind of stuff and all that. Well, look at what's going on in the world. They're all printing. It doesn't matter if it's the German mark, doesn't matter if it's the yen, doesn't matter if it's the ruble, if it's the euro, if it's the dollar, it's all dying. It's all dying because everybody's they're just piling on more and more debt. Look at that. Look at all the countries. Look at their debt. They just keep building and building that debt. And guess who pays for all of that? You guys do. Our kids do. Our kids' kids are going to pay for all of that. Just all right. Also, to add inflation, the prices for goods and services workers will bargain for better pay, and firms will begin to increase prices. Oh, for sure. Our government, like we have too big of a government. Now it's going to shrink. Some of that is good. Some of that is good because we have way too much. We spend way too much on too many things. So some of that does need to be trimmed, but it's going to go now to an extreme. You understand? The left goes to a crazy extreme, and then the right goes to another crazy extreme. You know what I mean? So it's just there's never really any balance. It's just the way it is. But hey, America spoke. It's just the way it goes. Let's see what else. I'm a fairly young man, and I think a problem with my generation is we don't even we know any more to do. Alex, nobody really, people my age don't understand what's going on. Most people don't follow politics. Most people don't follow finances. Most people don't follow the dollar. They don't follow the foreign relations on what's going on in trade, what's really going on, who's dumping our debt. Like China has dumped our debt like it's going out of style. And we have to end up buying back that debt, which then increases our debt. These are all things that the average person doesn't look at any of that stuff. They don't look at how much gold is being bought by other countries and silver because their dollars and their currencies are dying, and they know, so they've got to tie their money to commodities, to Bitcoin, to Ethereum, to gold, to silver, because if the currency is dying and losing value, then the commodity only goes up in price. But it takes you more of that paper money in order to get that commodity. That's what I was telling you. It's not that your house that was worth $300,000 now it's worth $650. Oh, it's valued more. No, it's not that it's valued more, dude. It's that the dollar is worth less. It's an illusion. They play with you, and then they charge you more taxes for something that's really not worth what it really is. And then you've got to come up with more of that paper money to pay for those taxes. It's a scam like no other, dude. And Alex, as a youngin', I apologize because our generations were incredibly stupid and we have buried your future. Well, Alex, you have a future. I don't know. Been saying it for years on the show, right? Don't have a savings account, have a Bitcoin account. But you didn't believe me then, right? So there we go. I didn't see this coming. I thought Harris was going to win. Translate to, I'm a effing retard. Yep, that's it. That's it. Big O, shrinking the government and expenses will help a little with inflation. It's not going to. No, Oscar. Oscar, bro, you don't listen to this show. You're on here all the time. You're asking 10,000 questions. You were muted yesterday, by the way. Don't even bother to send me another tweet again because I'll never see it. Just so you'll know. You. Yesterday he sends me a tweet. This is a guy that's on every day here on this platform. I don't have a lot of patience for ignorance, my brother. He sends me when he goes, "Hey Bitcoin, hey you shouldn't worry so much about the Bitcoin price every day." Do I worry about the Bitcoin price every day, or am I not the guy that says it's not about the micro, it's about the macro? I think I say that like 1,000 times. So Oscar, just so you'll know, my brother, you're like on double secret probation already with me. I'm not big on repeating myself, and I'm not big on people that I know are here all the time. And it's like, come on, bro. So enough. And nothing is going to tear down our deficit. Nothing. They're going to print for other things. While they take away from this, they add for that. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just ridiculous stuff. Put it this way. I'll give you an example. Again, I don't care about either side. Okay. Trump printed 8 trillion. Biden printed 8 trillion. Now there's a difference. Trump promised a what's it called? Infrastructure bill. Oh, we're going to repair the bridges, all that kind of stuff and all that. He never did it. So he printed 8 trillion, but he didn't do an infrastructure bill. This guy printed 8 trillion, but he did the infrastructure bill. That is helping some bridges and all that. And again, I'm not a Biden guy. Okay? He said he was going to do something and eliminate Obamacare and do healthcare. Never did it. Said he was going to build a wall and make Mexico pay. Didn't do it. So what did you do with the 8 trillion? Did you do anything productive with the 8 trillion? Did you build anything productive? You didn't do an infrastructure bill? You didn't say Obamacare was terrible. You didn't repair it. Now 30 million people are on it. It's actually productive for people. I don't use it, but apparently it is for 30 million. So what are you going to do? So they're going to print anyways, and they're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff with it, and they don't really do anything for the people in the end. You know what I'm saying? So again, I don't care, but bottom line, neither one does anything for you, and they're just going to bury you. And to think they're going to pay anything on the deficit, they can't overcome the interest. See, you're not very smart when I tell you all the taxes are collected and 63% of it goes to the interest only. That's pretty bad, dude. So if all the money you and your wife make at the end of the month, and 63% of it went to just interest on credit cards, could you live on the 37% left? But that's all right. Why don't you print more? You can't? I thought you have a printer at home. Don't you guys? You mean we don't have printers at home? You mean if we had to pay 63% of the money we made every month to interest in credit cards, and we can't live on the 37% left to feed our families and pay all the bills, we can't print no more, Sean, you're telling me? Damn.
My money printer is like the McDonald's ice cream machine.
Broken all the time. There's an analogy for you. Just so you know where we're at. Just think about that. 63% of all your total income goes to just the interest in your credit cards. And now you've got to live and pay everything else off in life with the 37% that's left. They can print, you can't. But, hey, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it. I'm an idiot. Do you think Polkadot will? Yeah, dude. I think Polkadot will 10x in this bull run for sure. Oh yeah, it's gonna grow, dude. Yeah, it'll grow. It's just one of those things. You gotta be patient with it. You know what I mean? I have Polkadot too. I love Polkadot. It's there. It's stashed. I'm waiting, just like you. Double secret. Now we all know exactly. I mean, the dude sends in some doozies. It's like he doesn't even pay attention to what the hell's being said, and he's on all the time, bro. Chris Johnson in Cali, Dow Jones, had its best. Is it only in 2 years, Chris? I see that. I don't know. You might know more than I do. It just seems like, wow, it would be a lot longer than what was it, 1,500? The last time I checked. Where's it at right now? Yeah, 1,550. Wow, only 2 years. I thought you were going to tell me like something like 10 would be. That's what I would think. Man, that's impressive. Printing a crap ton of money doesn't help inflation. No, it's the ultimate killer to it, bro. The other supports raising tariffs. Yeah, it's all going to be you raise the tariff, that raises the prices for us. We're not going to win either way, bro. I keep trying to tell you. I just don't play the cheerleader thing for Democrats or Republicans. I just don't care. I really don't. I just don't care. Prefer investing and just pay off the principal. Yep. The price of energy has a huge effect on raw materials, manufacturing, processing, and transporting costs. Yeah, it's not going to save you. That's the other thing. It goes the other way. What are you going to do? Then over drill and lower the tank the price of oil? Woo, they're not going to like that. Come on, bro. They got to grease those people, literally. You think that's the game they're going to play? All of a sudden, they're going to drill to bring the barrel down to $50, right? Is that what you think? No, dude, they're not going to do that. Come on. Don't be facetious. Karoon, who would have thought that Swift and Eminem? Well, it's like I tweeted out yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. If you follow me on Twitter at Big O Show, let's see. Where is it here? Here we go. Trump beat Kamala, Beyonce, Swift, Eilish, Springsteen, J-Lo, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Eminem, Mumford & Sons, Bad Bunny, James Taylor, Stevie Nicks, Willie Nelson, Cardi B, and a ton more, bro. De Niro, all kinds of, just so many other people. And it shows you, right? Like nobody really gave a shit that, this star, that star was going for her. Yeah. So it wasn't about Trump. Really, Trump's the beneficiary of it, right? And the Trumpies, because they love him, right? But it was more about they were tired of them. They were tired of this act. That's what America said to Biden and to Harris. And they said, no, she's an extension of what you've done, and I've gone through hell, And even though the last two presidents have contributed to it, people don't look at it that way. They look at it at the moment. They're prisoners of the moment. And right now, those are the people that they're targeting. And they said, screw that. We're changing. I don't care what this crazy bastard says. I'm going to vote for him because whatever he's going to do will probably be better than what these people are doing to me. And they don't know, but that's just the way it goes. And it was just America said, we're tired of Biden and Harris, and we're tired of these people and their ways and their rules and everything else. And that's it. It was just a clear ass message. And it wasn't so much, we want Trump. And it wasn't really about that. It was just, it didn't matter who the Republicans pretty much put out there. I thought the other way. I thought that the Republicans put out the wrong guy because he was saying all that crazy stuff. But America is so pissed at this moment that they didn't even listen to his rhetoric. They don't even care. They don't even know about Project 2025. They didn't even pay attention or anything like that. And if he does start putting all that shit in there, they're going to freak out. But they just didn't want those people. That's the clear message, dude. They did not want anything to do with the old man and Harris. Nothing to do with them. That's it. That was the message. And they would pick a turd if it was running against them. That's what ended up happening. So, Chris Duquette says his money printer's broke. See, Chris, there's something going on here. We don't have printers and they do. That's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Let's see. Need the horn when O puts on the shades. Let's go to 76. How much do you think Ethereum will get to? I think to 10,000. No less than 7, but I think it goes to 10 Ethereum. I'm a big Ethereum guy too. I love Ethereum. So I expect Ethereum to blow up now. And all of this, remember, we're going to get regulations now. And we're going to get regulations a lot faster with Trump than we would with Harris. It would have dragged on because you have this stupid idiot Elizabeth Warren in the middle of it. Now you just kick Elizabeth Warren to the side. You tell Janet Yellen to get lost. You tell Gary Gensler, get the hell out of here. So now you're going to have, and they control the Senate and the House. So they're going to push through the regulations for altcoins and the ETFs. Okay, get your asses on. I'm not a financial advisor, but Ethereum is still cheap right now for those of you entry in Ethereum. By the way, you can stake it and get 4 to 5% in different places like Exodus. So you can have it working for you. Ethereum and Solana. Solana's already moved, but it's gonna climb several $100s. So, and the ETFs for Ethereum and Solana are going to blow up once the regulations kick in. And those regulations will kick in after he gets inaugurated. Cynthia Loomis and all those people that know crypto in the Republican Party that have been fighting for crypto for the last few years, they will then have all the rules in place to get it to get the laws in place. And then, oh my God, the billions and billions that's going to be injected into it is going to be crazy. So again, I talked to you for years about getting in early for some other things like Bitcoin. You could have gotten in on Ethereum when it was at 900 or 1100 or 1200 or 1300 when I was talking to you about it, but it's still at a terrific price. It was at 4,400. I think 4,700 was its high, and it's right now around 26. So it is a bargain right now. So, and stake it. So you're also earning interest, which is key. Okay. Let's see. About 6 months ago, you gave us a list of altcoins to watch, and do you have a new list coming up anytime soon? I haven't made one, but I will we are at 76,416, baby. 76,416. Whoa. Let's go to 77, bro. Holy crap. The amount of people thinking, but I will come up with a list for you. Okay. The amount of people thinking reducing government and decentralizing the economy is going to reduce debt and inflation is ridiculous. Amen, Dolphins. The whole point of the Constitution was so the government could collect tax revenue. Yep. But remember, we had a guy before that had it at a 0% tax, 0% rate for like 10 years. That's not good business as a country. They gave that guy the Nobel Prize. We gave a guy that ran the country the wrong way at the Nobel Prize. You got to run some. You got to have some taxes, But you can't tax too much. And that's the problem, dude. One sometimes doesn't tax enough. The other one taxes too much. We never get the middle, dude. We never get the middle. So, but anyway, what are you going to do? I'm just ready for this to turn into The Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm just ready to move forward now. And I'm glad this is over with and we can move forward and deal with it. And it is what it is. Trump's the president. Move on and survive. That's all we can do. Let's see. Sneak Attack says, Big O, you are the man. Started on this Bitcoin journey with you a few years back. I have officially 3x my money. Me being happy is an understatement. Thank you, Sneak Attack. You should be 3x easily. Yeah, man. Definitely. Because those of us that stuck with it, bought the dips along the way, they're like, oh, it took off. Oh, it retracted 20%. I'm selling. No, I'm buying. It went 20%. Boom. When it went to 73, it's high. And then it went all the way to 49 or 59. If you didn't take that as a sign to buy and you took it as a sign to sell, you're not a real investor. You're Mickey Mouse. That's all. But the person that bought it and then say, oh, 49, I'm buying even more, and 50 and 40 and 52 and 55, and I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep buying because it's going to go to 73 and surpass 73. Because I've heard Orlando say that many times. Oh, my God, here we are, 76,287 right now. Wouldn't you know? It went back to 73.7. It surpassed it. Now we're at 76.2. So what do you do when it gets to 100,000 or 103,000 and it drops to 81? What do you do, Sean, when it drops to 81 from 103? You buy. Why? Because it's going to get back to 103 and surpass 103. But if it went down 80 when it just gave you 20%, it's up to you, moron, to take it. You don't want to take it. I can't help you. You're not very good at math. And so people like Sneak Attack 305, who's at 3X, he's very good at math. He understands. I don't buy when it's pumping. I buy when it's dipping. Now, if you're a rookie, you buy now. Because you just buy and sit. Wait. Stay the cycle. Stay the course. Write it, and you'll be fine. Okay, this hour of the Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by R&M Contractors. Ray and Mike, they know how to get it done, baby. Complete remodel, kitchen upgrades, waterproofing, terrace, balcony. That is so important in today's world. Holy crap. This waterproofing is something I never knew about. And they do it, and it's an amazing thing. You see the videos on it. It's pretty cool because if you do have a leak in your house or something, you don't want it going down to the bottom floor or the next floor under and creating more problems for your neighbors and for your insurance company and more hassles. Now, they know how it works and keep it sealed, and they also make sure it drains properly. So call R&M Contractors for those of you that live in condos, interior, exterior paint. Hey, they do it all. Drywall, level 5 finish. R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall. Tell them that Big O sent you. 305-345-3649. Hour number 2 is next.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home, with next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646. When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
The lost city of Atlantis reveals its secrets at Toyota of Hollywood. Get legendary deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a 2024 Corolla. Not 24,000, 20,988. Unlock the wonders of 0% financing for 5 full years, 0 down. Rediscover Atlantis at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649. or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
There's just one place to celebrate our happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Plus last chance savings on a 2024 RDX. $379 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines.
The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Right. Oh, man. Welcome back. Hour number 2 of the program. Heat, by the way, back in action tonight at 9 o'clock. Suns are favored by 5.5. Over and under is 222. So the Heat pretty much have kind of defined who they are. They can beat the shitty teams, but they can't beat the good teams. And so we're going to find out if they've got more than that. That's what they've been for the last couple of years. And it's a shame, I know, because some of you are very delusional and you think that the run that you had with Jimmy is actually real more than Memorex, to date myself a little bit. And what I mean by that is that it had to do a lot with a lot of luck, a lot of great coaching, a lot of breaks. And whether it was the bubble, whether it was injuries to star players, that's what helped those runs. Okay. And it made it look better than what it really was. And then as reality has sat in over the last couple of years, the team has actually come down more to reality. And it's almost like it's Spo milking the cow and milking it as far as he can until it's got no more to go, pretty much, for this session. And that's kind of where we're at with Jimmy Butler. That cow's been milked as much as it possibly can. He's going to have some moments. He's going to pick and choose how he plays. He can't play all out. He can't fill the stat sheet like he used to, because if he does that, he will get hurt. He will overextend his body, and then he won't get the big money. See, this way, he can still ride the coattails of getting his player option next year and staying with the Heat and sticking the Heat with that salary for another season. So this is all about development, like I've been talking about from the beginning of the season. This is not a team, and I get the delusional state of the Miami Heat fan. This is not a team that is going anywhere and committing any going to any kind of serious stages in the playoffs. They have no stars. Bam Adebayo is a fantastic number 3. He's a complimentary stud, but he's not a franchise player, and he cannot lead you night to night, and he doesn't even have it in him to do it, because he has the athleticism, the talent, but he doesn't have the cojones to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's been proven over and over again. Let's stop looking foolish trying to talk yourselves into it every year. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Suns are favored by 5.5 at home. And the over and under is 222. Miami is plus 180 on the money line, and the Suns are minus 218. I can see Miami keeping this close and losing the game close. I don't think they're going to win, but I can see Miami somehow keeping it inside that 5.5. I think that could happen. Would I bet it? Not really. I'd probably stay away from it. Saturday at noon, we got the Canes. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to be in LA this weekend, and we are going to be at the Smudge Pot, broadcasting live on Saturday, 2 to 5 p.m. Jalen Phillips will be there, okay? We're not going to have him on the show, just so you'll know, okay? And I kind of expected it. His father reached out to me and told me, because of the rehab and all that. And what is there to talk to him about? Okay, let's talk about the struggles of the team. Then we got to put him in a tough situation. Okay, the knee. Should they have put you out there again or whatever, all that kind of stuff? These are questions they want to avoid. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I've been at this for 34 years. Fine, whatever, bro. It is what it is. But he'll be there at least. So if you want to come on by, hang out with us, hang out with Sean. Even if you want to meet me, that's fine. And you'll be able to meet Jalen Phillips too. Also, he'll be there signing autographs, and the proceeds go to charity. So that's awesome. So you're going to get to also help out a charity in the same time and get yourself something autographed from Jalen Phillips. So there you go. All right. What else do we have? Big O, do you think Ali will reach 50 cents? Oof. No, I don't think it'll go that high. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I think it could go to a few pennies for sure, which would be an amazing move for it. We'll see now, right? We shall see. Oh, if you pick the song, I did it for you, Dougie Fresh. I don't know if you saw it. I went with Panic. That's the one. Panic in the streets of DC. Panic in the streets of LA. I wondered to myself, could life ever be the same again? So there you go. Since those are the lyrics to it, I just changed, the location. And I would imagine for some people, there's some panic going on right now with Trump in place. Big one, I know you have a daughter, and so do I. Do you worry about them? Are we about to embark on another Trump president? Well, we are going to. Not about, we are. And yeah, of course, they take away the rights from women, for sure. Look what happened in the state because they rigged it at 60%. It went 57. The majority did want it, but because they rigged it at 60, it didn't pass. The threshold was smaller, was lower in other states, and it passed. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, in Arizona, they did 2 measures, 1 for, 1 against.
Right, that's it.
So they made sure it was they're going to get in or not try to get a threshold. So
right, yeah. But again, when you have a Republican-led, they will manipulate things the way they want to manipulate them. So, so they put it in the 60% threshold, and they did that for a reason. So yeah, of course I'm concerned. So, what can I do, dude? The country spoke. Now we have to live by it or adjust. Anyway, everyone is against Bitcoin before they are for it. It's just that it's boring to follow politics and finance and government and money and all that kind of stuff. It takes some work. That's why. So that's why they're against it, because they get programmed by stupid people in the public that know nothing about it. Luke is in the house. Rosendo, Sam the man is loving life. He's got his boy in office. Remember, you can make a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin donation or Ethereum donation. And we also have PayPal too at the same time. Do want to tell you a little bit about Welt and Rayom. Talk about the great people, Jeff Welt, Daniel Rayom, 954-966-4646. Bankruptcy, homeowner property damage, condo damage, criminal defense, business owner claims, commercial litigation, personal injury. They do it all pretty much, man. Okay. And I know bankruptcy is an issue. You don't have a money printer at home. The government, they have all the money printer they need. They never run out of money. They just print. You can't do that. And when you can't, then you deal with bankruptcy. And a lot of Americans are dealing with bankruptcy. Please call Jeff Welt or Daniel Rayom if you're dealing with issues from storm damage, if you have a personal injury, and maybe something happened to you 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Call, explain the situation. Maybe the statute of limitations has not expired. Maybe Jeff Welt or Daniel Rayom can help you. 954-966-4646 for Welt and Rayom. All right, let's get to our 3A graphics sports calendar. The great Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. Custom printing and embroidery. Tonight, Heat and Suns, 9 o'clock. Suns favored by 5.5. Over and under is 220. Saturday at noon, UM -11 versus Georgia Tech. Over and under is 63.5. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Chase Stadium. Game 3 of the playoffs in this first round. Inter Miami and Atlanta, they have split the first two. Inter Miami -280 on the money line. Atlanta +500. The draw +340. Tomorrow night, Thursday night football, 8:15. The Bengals are visiting the Ravens. Ravens favored by 6. The over and under is 53. Bengals plus 220. Ravens minus 270. And the ladies are in action on Sunday at 5 o'clock. Fort Lauderdale United. They will take on Tampa Bay Sun FC. And that'll be, by the way, at the Fort Lauderdale UTD Stadium. And that's in Davie, which is the old Dolphins practice facility. They're in 5th place, by the way. So they are one spot out of the playoffs. So go support them. When I get back from LA later this month, I'm going to go to my first Fort Lauderdale United game. I'm going to go support the ladies and go check that out. Also, Dolphins lose QB CJ Beathard to the Jags. So now no Beathard on the practice. What will they do? Oh, my God. No CJ Beathard. I mean, they win so much without Tua. You know, they need all these quarterbacks. So now they're stuck with Skyler. And Huntley is also rehabbing, so he's got 2 weeks left. So he'll come back in 2 weeks, and then they'll make a decision with Huntley. That is your 3A Graphics Sports Calendar. All right. Let's see. Best case scenario was divided executive and legislative branch, but the trifecta with no guardrails and the all loyalists is not good. No, it's not, but this is what America voted for, bro. You know? What are you going to do? America wanted change, dude. They did not like the way things were going. So instead of going extreme one way, they chose the extreme on the other end. And by the way, that's going on all over the world. It's nothing new. If you follow politics, what do you think happened in Argentina? What do you think happened in El Salvador? You know what I'm saying? So what happened in France? You know, I don't know if you guys follow this kind of stuff. You know, Canada also. People get tired of the extremist for whatever it is. So it's kind of like, you know how it is with head coaches. You'll get the crazy head disciplinarian, and then you'll get the soft McDaniel. And it's the same thing. Same thing. And we go from one extreme to the other, and we can't find the middle. You know what I'm saying? So Shula was the middle. Shula didn't have one offense. He didn't have one defense in his entire existence. No, he had multiple defenses. He had multiple offenses. Shula was the right politician, right in the middle. He had discipline and flexibility. We seem to not be able to get the politicians that have flexibility. Just like we can't seem to find the coaches, you know. Hey, yeah, we're gonna bring back Gesicki for 10, 11 million. You're gonna use him, right? Oh, yeah. We're gonna bring in Jonnu Smith. You're gonna use him, right? You know, he finally started using him, but flexibility, bro. And then we got Flo. It's like, no, I don't need the Tua guy. I can win games with jabronis. Flexibility. Same thing. That's all. Sometimes the world says enough of that. All right, we'll settle for this. And then they get enough of that, and then they'll settle for that. This is the cycle. What are you going to do? Let's see. Might want to stick to Bitcoin in sports. Political prognosticating, not so good. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. But I knew I was going to lose because I told you I was going to lose. Because once Jim Cramer did the inverse stuff, I was like, I'm going to stick with the pick because I'm going to stick with the pick. I'm not going to be a waffler. I'll go with the loss. But, man, once Jim Cramer, inverse Cramer never fails, dude. Never fails. He said Bitcoin would not be successful. Scott, when Cramer says something, dude, you got to go opposite. So once I heard that a couple of weeks ago, I tweeted out, I said, hey, man, Trump's winning. This guy said, I don't see how Trump wins. I'm like, oh, my God, he's going to win. So at least I braced myself, and I knew Trump was winning after the Jim Cramer thing. So I made the pick because I didn't want to be a waffler, but I'll go down in flames with it. I'm good. Either way, I win. So it doesn't matter to me. Like I said, both of them were going to make me win because both of them were going to do the same thing to the dollar. So I'm not worried. I know what they're all about. No, but he's not telling me what to do. Rod R is having fun with my he's doing it the right way. Rod R gets the show. Gets the show, he gets the host. He knows the host will make fun of himself. Rod R gets it. So don't you be a rabble rouser there, Rosendo. Jay Gelfin for Lauderdale United tickets. There you go. He's the spokesperson. $9.54 and a beer, $1 for Sunday's 5 p.m. match versus Tampa Bay. That's actually a pretty damn good deal, bro. Not bad. I mean, I'm not going to go have the beer, but I'm definitely going to go. I'm going to go support the ladies later this month. I'm thinking of buying the light blue shirt, too. That one's pretty cool with the logo on it. I like that one. I think I'm going to buy that to support them also. Middle, what is that? Yeah, right, Luke? What is the middle? Yeah, this doesn't exist. You're so right, dude. You're so right. Also, there have been more youths registering as Republicans than Democrats. Yeah. Dude, people got tired of how they were handling it on that end. And all that money giving it away to people, and it's just the optics were terrible. The optics are terrible when the homeless are all over California and all over the place. It's bad optics. You're giving billions to other countries, and then like, yo, what's going on here, dude? It's people, they want you to take care of the house first before you do anything else outside. That's just kind of common sense. And that's how people think. You're not going to change them about the whole big picture. Oh my God, yes, let's give billions and billions and billions to save another country, and then our country's going to shit and our deficits to hell and all that. And so people got tired. They got tired of it, bro. Sucks. By the way, congratulations to Cam Kitchens. Did you see that? He got NFL Defensive Player of the Week. He is the second Rams player in history, second rookies Rams defensive player to earn that honor. Former Kane, which we all knew. I mean, Cam was one of those guys on this team when he was here that you were like, okay, this kid is the bomb. And he's having a really good season as a rookie for the Rams. Who do they play this week? They play the Miami Dolphins. That's funny. So the rookie now named NFL Defensive Player of the Week. He had 2 fourth-quarter interceptions of Geno Smith in a 26-20 win, including a 103-yard pick six. That's tied for the longest interception return for a touchdown by a rookie in league history, hitting the mark of Pete Barnum all the way back in 1926. Kitchens is only the second Rams rookie to win Defensive Player of the Week. In 8 games this season, he has a total of 17 tackles, 2 picks, and a fumble recovery while playing 138 defensive snaps. So how about Cam Kitchens getting it done, dude? That is so cool. But none of us are really surprised with that when it comes to Cam, because we watched him here in Miami, and we knew that the kid was special. So cool for him. Really, really cool. Let's get to a little music. Let's get to a little musicians. Trevor Pennick, musician celebrating birthdays today. Trevor Pennick, 1979, from the American boy band O-Town. Let's see who else. Paul Gilbert, guitarist for Mr. Big, which they just had a final tour recently. Born in 1966. Happy birthday to Paul Gilbert. Corey Glover from The Exceptional Living Color. Born in 1964. Cult of Personality. Interesting. After yesterday. Paul Brindley, guitarist with the Sundays. Born in 1963 on this date. Craig Goldie, guitarist for Dio. Born in 1961. Let's see who else. Glenn Fry, rest in peace. Guitarist, singer for the Eagles. We lost him in 2016 at the age of 67. Let's see. Who else? That's it for musicians. Let's go with birthdays today of other famous folk. Emma Stone, actress, is 36 years old. Sal Vulcano, the comedian, is 48, from that show where they Practical Jokers, I think it is. Impractical Jokers, that's it. So happy birthday to him. Ethan Hawke is 54, the actor. Lamar Crack Odom is 45. Happy birthday to him. He still has his teeth, or some of them. Sally Field, underrated fine back in the day. Underrated fine. She doesn't get enough credit for fineness, because she was just considered like a little cute, you know. But she had it going on, man. Kelly Rutherford, speaking of very cute, 56 years old, actress. Who else celebrating birthdays? Bowen Yang, comedian, Saturday Night Live. Although his J.D. Vance, I guess they didn't have anybody better, but it doesn't come off well. Just, that's just me. Not a good one. Well, what can I tell you? What do I know? What do I know? Let's go with music history, because we always do that on this show. We want to find out what happened on November 6th in music history. In 1975, the Sex Pistols made their performance debut at an art school in London. 10 minutes into the gig, the school's social programmer pulled the plug on the band's amps. In 93, Meatloaf started a 5-week run at number 1 on the singles charts with "I'll Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That." In 65, the Rolling Stones started a 2-week run at number 1 on the singles charts with "Hey, Hey, He, Get Off of My Cloud," knocking off the Beatles' "Yesterday Was Such an Easy Game to Play" to the 2 spot. In 1970, Aerosmith performed for the first time ever at a show at Mendon, Massachusetts, Nipmunk Regional High School. In 95, Queen released "Made in Heaven," their first studio album since the death of Freddie Mercury. The set featured vocals and pianos, parts of Freddie recorded before he passed away. In 76, the Steve Miller Band had the number 1 song in the country with "Rockin' Me." In 93, Pearl Jam had the number 1 album in the country with their second effort, Versus, sold over 950,000 copies, making it the highest 1-week record sales in history. And in 2003, Metallica kicked off their 137-date Madly in Anger world tour in Tokyo it would go on to be the fourth highest grossing tour of 2004. And that's what happened today in Musica history. Okay? All right. Remember, we're at Hialeah Park. We've got the $100 no regret first bet, like always. So hit that QR code there, and you make your first bet. You get your $100, and you're moving on. It's a beautiful thing. Also, we are giving away a Mercedes, a beautiful white Mercedes downstairs, and they're giving it away at the end of the month. And you've got to be here live in person. But when you go downstairs and play the machines, every time you play the machines, you get an entry. It's a beautiful thing. And you got a real chance to win the vehicle. Why? Not everybody comes at the end of the month that night to come to the drawing. Last day of the month, they always come. But not everybody does. So they call names. Several of them before they get the contestants for it. So you should be here because you have a better chance than what you think to win that Mercedes. I'm just telling you, because you have to be here in person and you drive literally off the lot with it. It's awesome. It's awesome. True Fin Fan says, I had a feeling Trump would win. What surprised me was by how much and taking over the Senate plus the House. Hope he knows how to use that power responsibly. Oh, no, he won't know how to use it responsibly. Are you kidding me? None of these people know how to use it responsibly. They're all going to misuse it, bro. They're all going to use it to their benefit. That's what they do. That's what Democrats do. That's what Republicans do. Like one guy was telling me, I'm afraid that the Dems are going to try to control prices and this, that. And they're not going to do that, bro. Look at the stock market. It's at an all-time high with them. Nothing changes. They take care of the rich, the powerful. Whatever, man. None of them, they all misuse it, dude. They all misuse the power. So that's why I constantly tell you I really don't care about either party. It's not about a party. Big Ho Harris is finally giving her concession speech right now. By the way, I thought that was cheesy yesterday, what she did. Have the dude come out. Hey, yeah, we're not talking now. We'll talk tomorrow. Nah, you got to have some guts and go out there and face the music. It was over. You know? Face your people. They were there all night waiting for you, bro. They deserve your support out there. That was I didn't think that was cool. But again, it's not about you guys ever. It'll never be about you guys, either side. It'll never be about you guys. You're just cheerleaders for each side, and you think that's the case, unfortunately. Happy birthday, John Phillips Souza, James Naismith, and Walter Johnson. Oh, by the way, I didn't ask you about wrestlers. I forgot. What happened with wrestlers? Were there wrestlers today? My bad, dude. I apologize. I forgot about the wrestlers. Now that this guy said happy birthday to John Phillips Sousa, I don't know what the hell that is, but I know James Naismith and Walter Johnson. Is he the one that wrote this? I don't remember. I'm sorry, Rosendo. I don't remember. I know the other two guys. I don't remember who that guy is. I'm not going to bullshit you. So, yes.
Wrestling birthdays. Fred
Yes.
Yehi is 31. Jade Chung is 40. Ken Patera turns 82. And
Good for
Nick
him.
Aldis, the SmackDown general manager, he is 38 years old. Those are your birthdays for November 6, 2024.
Dude, 82. I wish I can last 82.
Yeah, he was in the Olympics back in the, 70s?
I don't know. You're going to tell me? I don't know.
Yeah, no, but he got arrested because he threw a rock through a McDonald's window right at the height of his WWE time.
It's not good, bro. It's not right. It's not right. Bugsy says, on this day in 98, I dropped acid for the first time and saw 311 live. Edit melted my face. What a show. You people are a trip, dude. You people are an absolute trip, man. So, by the way, the quarterback position now, kind of weird, huh? the Skylar Thompson thing, he's your backup now. Is that stubbornness by Mike McDaniel? Because he's been stubborn about not sticking with the running game, not using his tight end. Many things over time. He's been very stubborn that he doesn't do enough of, right? And Skylar was here for 2.5 years and showed us pretty much nothing. He had a couple of moments, but not really complete games or anything like that. They never really played like that. He had a couple of moments in that Buffalo game, but not really a good game. And he proved that he wasn't even ready. But yet you now keep him on the roster. And I'm not here to defend Tim Boyle or CJ Beathard or whatever, dude. But I will say this. When you do get the Huntley kid back, I'd almost rather use him and change the offense if you ever lose two again and go back to a running style offense with this kid and just have him throw a couple passes and give him, cut half the field off, give him a high-low, that kind of, stuff. Make it easier for him. Make it more rudimentary, remedial, whatever you want to call it. That's what I would do because I wouldn't trust Skylar. And let me tell you something. The coach, looks absolutely terrible when Skylar plays and he looks unprepared. If he does it again and you hung on to him again, I mean, how in the world? I you know me, I would have already gotten rid of McDaniel. I'm kind of tired of his ways. But if he fails again, doesn't it convince you, people all around you, the owner, the front office, that this is a guy really that doesn't learn? We'll find out because, unfortunately, Tua is at risk because he's not going to take care of himself. So Skylar could play at any time, and we're going to find out if Skylar justifies keeping him on this roster because you're going to need to justify it to me because at this moment in time, I think it's a mistake that Skylar Thompson is still on this roster. But we'll find out. We'll find out if Skylar belongs or he's only here out of pure ignorance from the head coach. So, all right. By the way, Caneswear, proud sponsor of our program, and we love Brett and Jeff and John and all the great people. Mr. Graff out there does an excellent job. Ken, excellent work out there. All the great people. I don't know everybody out there, but I know most of them because I've been going there for years, and they've been a sponsor of mine for like 10 years now. Okay? And they've been a sponsor on this platform from day one. We have a few sponsors that have been with us from day one. That's pretty amazing. We survive with our sponsors. We survive with our listeners, hitting the like button, making donations, visiting our great sponsors. All that kind of stuff is super important. Buying shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff. That's how we survive. And thanks to Brett and all the great people at Caneswear, we appreciate their support. We'll be there broadcasting probably later this month. 2655 South University Drive in Davie. Use my code BIG010 and you will get 10% off. And by the way, if you're ordering online, if you order over $99, you will get free shipping at Caneswear.com. Get your Inter Miami playoff gear. Get your Panthers gear, Dolphins, Miami Heat. All right. Let's see. What else do we have going on in the world of sports? Let's see. I don't think there's any, is there any big headlines that have come across? Because I haven't seen anything. So give me a heads up if there's anything there, because I don't see any kind of Panthers to start young against the Giants. That's it. GM non-committal on Watson's Browns future. Some Dolphins wanted Deshaun Watson. Jesus Christ. That would have been terrible. By the way, it's starting to look like the Chiefs are gonna break the Dolphins record if they survive through the playoffs. Man, that the rest of their schedule. Wow. I hope they get tripped up. I hope they get tripped up in a big time way, man. I gotta be honest, Dolphins. I'm a little nervous about that. Okay. I'm a little nervous about that. All right. Remember, you can make a donation Cash App or PayPal. You can use the QR codes Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation there. And you can also make a donation on PayPal, and you can use that QR code because I am told that it's easier for folks outside of the country to make donations on PayPal. So there you go. And thank you all out there. For those of you that make donations, we appreciate it immensely. Okay. Let's see. Coach McD started to run the ball. Shows he has a lot of growing pains. Yes. The Chiefs paying off the refs has been key this year. We say that about all the teams that win, bro. I used to hear that all the time about Shula. Oh, he's part of the competition committee. The Patriots are getting all the breaks. And yeah, what's it called? The what's that? The one against the Raiders, the tuck rule. Yeah, that one was kind of okay. Yeah, okay, but overall, but this is always the thing with teams that win, that everybody thinks, or certain people think, oh, the refs are helping them out. No, dude, they're just better than everybody else. That's all. That's the only way we can look at it, to be quite honest. All right, folks, we are out of here. We appreciate you. Kind of a light day today. There really isn't a lot of anything juicy going on in sports today. And locally, it's not. The most thing was the stinking election from yesterday. And it is what it is. I hope we all can just, get through it, support each other, and move on and just be good Americans. You know what I'm saying? What else can we do? Americans have spoken. And that's it. And let's respect that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't agree with it. We have no choice. So appreciate all of you out there. Thank you all for sending in questions, super chats, whatever it is you did. Make sure you hit the hell out of the like button before you go. Or if you're watching, appreciate all of you out there. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know when, because I'm traveling in the morning. So we'll see if the afternoon we get a show in. All right. Y'all be good out there. We'll be in LA tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week. Be good.